Alright, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today in this video, I'm going to compare two pistols in my favorite caliber, 45 ACP. First up, what I have today, let me tell you which two we got. First up, we have a Baer custom Premier 2 45 1911, and we also have a Sig Sauer TTT 1911. Both in 45 ACP. I guess I'll start off and talk with the Baer. This gun retails for about $1,800. Out the door with taxes, fees, everything, you're looking at about $2,000. But there's an additional cost associated with this gun. When you purchase it, it's not totally finished yet. It requires at least 250 rounds to be fired through it for the final finishing stage before the gun can be considered complete and ready to fire. So I go ahead and figure that cost into the gun as well, because after calling Baer and speaking with them, they told me that they recommended American Eagle full metal jacket by Federal ammo for the gun. So I went ahead and purchased that, fired that, goes through it, so that I can figure into the cost for a total of $2,200 for this gun. Now, some of the features with this gun, very tight. When it comes in out of the box, it's drenched and covered in oil, and you can barely move the slide. It took everything I had to rack the slide on this thing for the first couple times and it gets looser over time, but it's still very tight fitting overall. Very accurate gun, very high performance, very nice sights, nice checkering here, nice serrations here, nice lines here. You know, it's very well made, very basic look, nothing too fancy. They have other models, but this one's kind of their entry level. The sights on it are exceptional, I'll say that, and it does shoot very well. Very accurate gun. Came with 2 magazines, box, and a tool for disassembly. Because of that tight fitting, it requires this to take it apart. You can't do it by hand. I've tried. It's just almost impossible. So this comes with it as well. After disassembling it, upon firing it and going to clean it for the first time, which they told me not to do a lot, not to disassemble it a bunch, it tends to loosen and wear out the parts by stripping it down. So only strip it down when absolutely necessary and it's extremely dirty. But when I did do it after firing the 250 rounds through it, I found that every part of it's engraved with the last 3 digits of the serial number. So basically this gun from start to finish, every part is hand fitted and follows the gun through the assembly process and is fitted to this particular gun. It's not just parts off a shelf, a couple grinds and they go in here. No, it's hand fitted, it's custom, so that's what you're paying for, is all the labor that goes into assembling a gun like this. Versus the Sig TTT, it's more of a mass-produced gun, so it's a little cheaper. We'll get to that in a little bit. Now, with the Baer, there has been some problems with the gun. First off, I guess I should say it's not with the gun. The problem I had is with the original mags they sent me. Sorry for this every time. The first mags they sent me just did not feel right. It seemed like the springs were too weak. You used them more and more, you had more and more problems. So I would, early on with the Baer, to test it out, I would use the Sig mags, because these worked flawless in my opinion. They worked flawless in the Baer, they worked flawless in the Sig. So I determined that it was the mags. I did call them, told them the problem I had. They told me to send it back with a letter explaining the issue, and I did. I got these 2 new replacement magazines. So far so good. Springs seem definitely stiffer. No problem so far with these, but honestly, if I were to use the gun in an emergency situation, I'd probably go with the Sig mag just to make sure. I know I don't have any issues. Other than that, functionality of the gun, everything works pretty well with it. Do have an occasional trigger non-reset issue. Everything racks, fires, loads another round, everything's fine, but the trigger's dead. It's not reset. I don't know if that has to do with lack of oil or underpowered rounds, since I use some of my own hand loads and I kind of keep them in the middle range. I don't know. It's not a big issue. since this is more of my target gun. Other than that, there's a little bit of a finish issue where, I don't know if you can see it here. It can show up here. I'll bring the camera in for a second, closer look. But some here where some of the parts move, the finish is already wearing off. I don't use this gun that much, so that's kind of disappointing. Or something of this price range that's wearing that quickly. Other than that, great gun, extremely accurate, well made, fun to shoot. Other than that, I like it. I'm not disappointed in getting it. Now to move on to the Sig. Now this gun cost $999.99. Out the door, $1,100. No break-in necessary. Straight out of the box, ready to go. Speaking of the box, it came with a very nice actual gun case. Foam cutout to match the pistol with the mag, the spare mag, everything. It's lockable compared to the Baer, cardboard box. But I guess this is what custom gun people are accustomed to. I kind of like this. It's kind of usable. This just ends up being in storage. I don't want to throw it away in case I sell the gun, so I'm keeping it for infinity, I guess. Other than that, this gun had two-tone, skeletonized hammer, similar to Baer, skeletonized trigger with adjustable stops, the same wood grips. This has, I believe, rosewood. It's hard to tell now because of how oiled you have to keep the gun. The wood is absorbing oil, it's become so dark you can't see the red anymore. These are some oiled maple with like a Sig Sauer laser etching in there. Very nice grips. Very nice gun. Shoots extremely well. Definitely not as accurate as the Baer, but still a very accurate gun. I mean, we're talking a minute difference here when we're talking group size. The Baer shoots, around 3/4 of an inch at 7 yards is what I typically can do with it at the indoor range, shooting, strong hand, not in a vise or anything. This one here, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, doing the same thing, same ammo, everything's the same. So we're talking about half-inch difference if we go with the 3/4 and 1.25 inch comparison. And with a half-inch difference, we're talking a 45 bullet. Get one of these slippery guys out of here. Let's go for one of these here. That almost is a half-inch. So you're talking on just about a bullet's width difference between the two. Like I said, 2,200, 1,100. So basically twice the price. Now, is it worth it? That's the question. I mean, that's up to you and what you're willing to spend. Oh, let me discuss any issues I've had with the Sig. Absolutely none. The Sig has performed flawlessly with all ammo in all conditions, straight out of the box. The magazines, on the side note, are patented Sig magazines. They're all metal feeder. The bottom is still plastic. But as far as I'm concerned, these are the best 1911 magazines money can buy. I trust these. Like I said, I use these in both guns, one's in each gun. The Baer ones are off to the ones that came with that are off to the side, and I use those when I go to the range. But these mags are exceptional. It does nice night sights, Sig night sights on it. Checkering, similar to the Baer, just probably not hand done. But fires very well, very smooth shooting, very nice gun. The issue with these two, I guess, is the price. Do you want to spend $2,200? Do you want to spend $1,100? Well, in this instance, I spent both. I bought this one first and thought, well, if this gun costs more, it's got to be a heck of a lot more accurate. And it is a bit more accurate. But to be honest with you, a bit disappointed with a few of the issues I've had with it, the finishing wear. In my opinion, it's not necessarily worth the money. I'd rather have two of these at $2,200 than the increased accuracy, but that's just me. If what you're looking for is the most accurate gun you can get and the extra money is worth it for you, then by all means, the Baer is the way to go. There's even another model where you can spend, I think, $3,500 and it guarantees to be even more accurate than this. That's definitely a way to go if you want pure accuracy. It'd be nice to see if Sig would make a custom shop version of this where they did hand fit the critical parts and made it a bit tighter. It's not like the gun is loose, it doesn't, clank like some cheaper models, but you can definitely wiggle the slide. Whereas on the Les Baer, you ain't wiggling nothing. No part of this gun moves whatsoever unless you force it. Now, I guess that is the big question. How much do you want to spend? Bear with me for a moment. Let me grab the camera so I can come in and show you a close-up of these two guns so you can get a better look. The cameraman's under the weather today, so I'm running solo. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Here we have the Les Baer Premier Custom 2 1911, and let me show you that. Show you there the grips there. You can't really see the red color anymore, like I said, because it's absorbed so much oil. They just keep getting darker and darker over time. Go ahead and turn it over here. There's the part right there where I was discussing the wear, and that's just normal. Got the safety up, safety down. Every time I fire it, go to use it, it comes up and comes down, but that wore pretty quickly. Other than that, pretty standard looking gun, skeletonized trigger with the adjustable stop. Got to keep it wet all the time. Magazines, nothing special, metal, but with a plastic feeder at the top. These are the second set that I got from them. Box came with patch, magazine, little instruction booklet, video, lock, and so forth. The Federal American Eagle ammo that they recommended, that was required to break the pistol in. And now to move on here to the Sig Sauer TTT. As you can see, a two-tone, light silver color on the bottom half, and the top half is a dark, real dark gray. Burled maple grips, skeletonized trigger in a different fashion with adjustable stop, checkering, front and back, same type of safety, sights. You can see right there a dot with a little bar, pretty effective. It's got a ramp that goes up there. Pretty good sights. Okay, I like them. Magazines, like I said, in my opinion, the best there are. Metal feeder, flawless, has never failed. Let me go back and show you that Les Baer sight. I didn't quite give you that same shot there. These ones here, adjustable, big flat bar. Very nice target sight. You can see there. All in all, both extremely nice guns. Very nice shooters. Can't go wrong with either one. It just depends on what you're willing to spend. I would kind of categorize the Les Baer as like a race-only target shooting kind of gun, whereas the Sig Sauer would be like a daily driver, high-performance type. If you want to kind of compare them to a car, high-performance sports car over here, or your race-only track weapon over here, and that's kind of how I would categorize them. Which gun am I going to grab in a pinch? Definitely that one. That's the one that's in my drawer, that's locked and loaded and ready to go, and this is the one that I definitely trust the most. So nothing against the Les Baer, but the Sig Sauer, in my opinion, is a flawless weapon. Definitely worth the money. Les Baer, a fun target gun to see how small you can get your groups, but in my opinion, definitely not worth twice the price. You're paying for the labor, which I guess is expensive, and it just depends on how much you value that extra accuracy, in my opinion. So I hope you found this information informative today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. I know I had promised a car video next, but I decided to go ahead and throw this one together, and next up I should have a car one for you, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy.